What's up, guys? Before I get into this video, this is quickly added in. This is something I edited. As I was about to post this video, Pro Football Talk has released an article saying that Fields did not dislocate his shoulder. We have Ian Rappaport and the NFL media on record saying that Justin Fields' left shoulder is dislocated. That report has been out for a couple of hours now, and just 3 minutes ago, Pro Football Talk and Mike Florio are saying that his shoulder is not dislocated. I'm going to get into this and talk about it, but right now there are definitely conflicting reports, and we don't know 100% what is going on. Justin Fields reportedly suffered a dislocated left shoulder in Sunday's loss to the Atlanta Falcons. Ian Rappaport is on the report confirming Fields suffered a left shoulder dislocation on his non-throwing shoulder. Oof. So I've never dislocated my shoulder, and I'm not a doctor, but I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night. Kidding. But I did research this injury on the internet for the better part of the last 2 hours and have witnessed this injury occur in the NFL countless times in the past. There are usually two ways to go about recovery for a dislocated shoulder. One is surgery, and one is letting it heal naturally over the course of 6 to 8 weeks. Surgery can keep someone out for up to 6 months. There are a couple of other factors that go into that decision that we simply don't have the details on yet, and the coaching staff is not giving anything away at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's day to day. We'll see where it is.
How's he
Yeah,
doing?
I think you can ask him when he comes up here on Wednesday or whatever.
In fact, Flus called Justin Fields day to day and declined to comment further during today's presser and said, "We'll tell you more on Wednesday." This isn't the first time that this coaching staff has declined to comment on an injury, and then it leaks to the press a couple of hours later. This report on Fields' dislocated shoulder seems to be very trustworthy. Ian Rappaport isn't known to miss on these kind of updates. So basically, Fields will either have surgery or let this heal over time, but either way, there's a good chance that this is a season-ending injury for Justin Fields. I don't expect him to have surgery, and I expect with how much of a warrior Justin Fields is, that he's actually going to want to play this week or next week. It's happened in the NFL before. I'll talk about that more later. As far as surgery goes, it's less typical as far as I can tell, but it would keep him out around 5 to 6 months, but he would still have plenty of time to at least be close to 100% by the time the mini camps start up in May. More commonly, dislocated shoulders can heal without surgery for the most part. The complication from this is you don't want to rush the player to return. It's important that he regains full strength and range of motion in his shoulder before getting back onto the field. So everything I've read tells me this should effectively end Fields' season. I've seen a lot of different examples out there. If anyone in the chat or listening has dislocated their shoulder before, let me know what your thoughts are on this, even if you aren't a professional athlete. Eberflus was also asked if the team thinks this could be a season-ending injury, and he said we have not ruled that out at this point. I would expect Fields to be added to the injured reserve in the next couple of days, and another quarterback would need to be brought in to serve as Trevor Siemian's backup on game days. I really don't know how to take this news. I've already been on record saying at 3-8, it's time we start thinking about securing a top pick in the NFL draft. Quick did you know, the Chicago Bears haven't had the number one pick of the NFL draft this century. That's real. But watching the Bears football on Sundays without Justin Fields for the rest of the season is depressing to think about. He's our beacon of hope right now, but once again, this could be another blessing in disguise. A dislocated shoulder on his non-throwing arm is not a serious injury. It doesn't affect his game at all moving forward, and it's something that he should easily be able to recover to 100% from. It also probably improves our chances of acquiring a top 5 pick if Justin Fields is not playing. This team is just not as good without our franchise quarterback under center, period. It's still possible Trevor Siemian can steal a game or two, but the likelihood of the Bears winning another game this year definitely goes down if Justin Fields doesn't play. Now, I will say, I have seen cases of NFL players recover from this in 6 weeks or even much sooner. Just last season, for example, Dalvin Cook dislocated his shoulder late in the season in a loss to the San Francisco 49ers. He only missed one game and played on the Thursday night 11 days after dislocating his shoulder. He ran for 27 carries and 205 yards. Baker Mayfield also dislocated his non throwing shoulder last year and only missed one game. Professional athletes are simply insane when it comes to recovering from injuries sometimes. I've seen this injury happen a lot in MLB and NBA as well, and that one almost always keeps guys out at least 8 weeks. The fact that guys are playing through this injury in the NFL is crazy to me. It's actually a bit worrisome because the more I read about it, the more it's said to not rush back and make sure the shoulder has regained full strength and full range of motion. There's no way these guys are getting back to 100% while only missing 1 week of action, is there? I don't know. But I do know that if Baker Mayfield was able to play, that Justin Fields himself will be able to play and most likely will want to play. This dude is a warrior. This is going to come down to the coaching staff and making the right decision here. I believe it's in the best interest of the franchise to shut him down for at least a couple of weeks and make sure he's 100% before he steps onto the field again this season, especially after how he got hurt. A quarterback draw after a quarterback power run on the sideline? I don't know, man. We might just have to wait until Wednesday to hear more on this one. After reading about the injury, I was pretty positive that Fields was going to the IR. After looking at other players who played through the injury last year, I'm suddenly not so sure. However, the bottom line here is with how physical of a runner Fields is, he does not need to rush back, especially in a 3-8 season where he has already dazzled and shown the entire world what he is capable of doing in this league. Rest up, Justin. I think it's a great opportunity to shake up this roster and see what we have the rest of the year. If Fields does go to the IR, I think you can give Dieter Iceland and Alex Leatherwood a shot on the offensive line. I also think you could put Chase Claypool, N'Keal Harry, and even Velus Jones Jr. on offense more as well. A lot of possibilities and things still to watch. As far as the official word on Justin Fields, it's possible they could put him on the IR tomorrow. It's also possible he's not going to hit the IR. But I definitely would prefer letting Fields go to the IR and get fully healthy. I do want to say one more quick thing. Justin Fields getting injured this year has been my biggest worry all season long. He has been our beacon of hope, but I have to say this might have came at the perfect time, and it's not a serious injury. It's not a knee, it's not an ankle, it's not his throwing shoulder. Usually things like this happen at the worst time for Chicago sports fans, but this could actually be another blessing in disguise here. I still had us winning a couple more games this year if Fields is healthy. The Lions are beatable. So are the Packers and Jets. Also, when we play the Vikings in Week 18, it's very possible they will have nothing to play for and rest most of their starters because their playoff position will already be locked in. Another potential win in the making that could hurt our draft pick. Justin Fields getting healthy and escaping the season without any major injury would be great. Pair that with Trevor Siemian coming in and losing some games for us and the offense potentially trying out some new players. That's a win-win in my book. Stay tuned, guys. I'm sure there'll be more to this story as the week moves on. I appreciate everybody who watches. Please remember to hit that like button. And until next time, bear down. Update, update, update. I was editing this video, about to drop it, and Pro Football Talk just literally 2 minutes ago released an article that is saying that Justin Fields did not dislocate his shoulder. The article is by Mike Florio. It says the NFL media is reporting that it's a dislocation of the shoulder, and Mike Florio is saying he is being told otherwise from a source with direct knowledge of the situation. He is now saying Fields did not suffer a location, that he's fine, and it's just a painful injury. Some people have commented that it's an AC joint. That's what I thought it was when I made my video yesterday. This is a strange one, guys. We got to stay tuned. I really don't know what to say here. We have conflicting reports now, though. Both guys are trusted media guys. I don't know. We're just going to have to stay tuned. As soon as we get an official word here or hear anything that's official, I'll come back with another video. Stay tuned, guys.